Today, let's sew a corner heart bookmark. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we are making a corner heart bookmark. For this, you are going to want two squares of material that are 3 by 3 inches, and then we will also want a piece of interfacing that's also 3 by 3 inches. Then I have a full free pattern piece available on my blog for the heart. So for the heart itself, you're going to be cutting out two of those. So I'll include the link down below for the pattern piece in case you want to use that, but you'll have two pieces of the heart, two pieces of the square, and then one piece of interfacing. Once you have all of that together, we're going to start with the heart component. So for this, there's going to be little markings on the heart, basically where the curve meets that straight edge. And I just denoted these with a little clip. It's not too big of an issue. But we are going to be start putting a pin in each of those little markings and then pinning all the way around the top portion of the heart, so around the curves. And we're just going to be sewing both of those curves up. So I'm going to be starting at one pin, going all the way to the other pin, sewing up the curve, leaving the bottom part unsewn. For this, I'm taking a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then because this is a curve and it is a little bit of a smaller piece, I would highly recommend to take your time, to go slow, and then to pivot as needed, especially as you move around the curve of the heart. So for this, I did pivot a few times, and then once you get to the portion where the heart changes directions, you'll want to have the needle in your fabric, lift up your presser foot, and then change the direction of the material so that you can sew the second curve as well. And then I have a whole video on sewing on a curve if you want even more information, so I'll be sure to link that too. Once you get to the end though, this is what our heart now looks like. So I'm going to go through and clip little notches into the seam allowance. So just clip these tiny little triangles to help the fabric lay more smooth when we turn this right side out. So for this, I'm not cutting into the seam itself. I'm getting as close as possible. And then at the spot where it changes directions, I'm just putting a little snip there too. And then I'll just repeat all of those steps for the second side of the curve. So here's what our heart now looks like. Once we have that done, we can go ahead and just kind of turn this right side out. So I'm just going to very carefully push this open, and then you'll see you have the little curves at the top. If you want to use a turning tool, you can. But then the biggest thing is we just want to press this. Once it is pressed, I'm just going to top stitch around the curve of the heart. This is really much more optional. If you do not feel comfortable doing it or you want to skip it, you definitely can. I just did a little 1/8 of an inch top stitch all the way around to give it a little bit more decorative detail. But again, if you do this, be sure to just really take your time, pivot, carefully move the fabric as needed as you go around that curve. So once you have that complete, we can now start on the rest of our bookmark. So with one of the pieces of the white fabric, or like the main square, I am going to be adding my fusible interfacing, so the bumpy side down onto the wrong side of the material. I am using a piece of material just to kind of act as a buffer. This white fabric is a little thinner, so I wanted to be careful with my iron with it. But once I have that installed, I can then start to build out the bookmark itself. So I'm going to put the piece of fabric that has the interfacing, so right side facing up, and then I'm going to put my heart piece over top of it, and then I'm going to take the other piece of the fabric square and lay it right side facing down. So basically I've made a heart sandwich with the right side of the materials facing the right side of the heart on either edge. And then I'm going to pin this all the way around, but I am going to leave probably about 1.5 inch gap on one of the edges. I specifically did one of the edges that the heart is not attached to make it a little bit easier. I'm then going to take a seam all the way around, being sure to leave that one gap opened. When I get to any part where it's at the corner, I'm going to pivot my fabric, and then I'll continue on my way sewing. For a couple of these portions, if there was like a curve, so like near a corner specifically, I did make sure that I moved it out of the way so it didn't get caught a little bit too early. So as an example here, you can see that little bit of the heart curve. So I'm just going to push this out of the way with my finger, just so that it doesn't get messed up in the seam itself. So we want to sew up two of the edges of the heart, those two straight edges, but the other two edges of our bookmark, we don't need to sew the heart up in any way. So if it's sort of in the way, you can move it with your finger, but here's an example with like the shadow. And so the right edge and the bottom edge, I did not sew up any of the heart into those seams. So we just wanted to move the heart out of the way for those two seams, but the heart was sewn into place for the top and left edge, just as an example. So now I'm going to go through, clip the corners just to reduce some of that fabric, and then I'm going to turn this right side out. And then once I have it turned out, you can use a paintbrush, the pointy end, you can use a pencil, I have the little turning tool. This is what it looks like though, so it looks really fun, looks really cute. So I'm going to go ahead, give this one last press, and then we are going to pin up that opening that is at the bottom currently. So here's where that opening is. I'm just going to use pins, pin this in place, and then I am going to top stitch just the white fabric, so on about 2.5 of those edges, right? So if I pull the heart back, I can start at the bottom, just very close to the edge there, and then top stitch those 2 edges and then a little bit of that 3rd edge on the side. Just top stitching the white fabric. I'm not going to actually sew into the heart at all. This just gives it a little bit of a cleaner look, as well as sews up the gap that we use for turning. But once I have that done, here is what it looks like. I think it looks so fun. It came together so easily. The curves are very tiny and a little hard, so if this is like your first project ever, I'd highly recommend sticking with just the regular corner bookmark, which does have a pattern on Etsy. But the pattern piece for this are completely free on my blog with the link down below. If you enjoyed this free pattern, let me know. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.